Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Randy Shaves for a shave this morning. And a special day today. It's our first giveaway day. Um, First, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using for today's shave. I'm going to be using Zingari Man, the Brewer. And it's this right here. It's a very nice scent. Tropical fruit, hops, and musk. Very nice. And I've got, of course, the matching aftershave to go with that. I'm also going to be using a couple of more new things. This is my new Randy Shaves Silvertip Manchurian Silvertip brush, especially made for my channel for Frank by Frank Shaving. And it's got Randy Shaves on this side. And these are for sale on the Frank Shaving website. And be sure and use the Frank Shaving code, Randy Shaves, and you'll get 20% off of these very nice Manchurian Silvertip 22 millimeter brushes. They're great. Also, something else new is an Aylsworth aluminum razor. Very nice little razor, very efficient, very smooth. Just very nice. I've used this several times now. I'm going to be doing something today that you won't see very often. You may never see it again. 2 days growth. As you can see here. Had a weekend. I'm going to start my lather. Had a weekend where I went out of town. My daughter, my youngest daughter, who's 45 now, which makes me sick every time I think about it. But she was a big softball player. She played in high school, and then she got a scholarship to play in college, and she played in college. And she played in Southern Illinois in college, and she is a big, believe it or not, being from Kentucky. She's a big University of Tennessee softball fan. So she got us tickets to go to Lexington yesterday to watch the University of Kentucky play the University of Tennessee in softball. So we went up, Friday, and we stayed in a B&B Friday night and got up and went to the game yesterday. So when I got up yesterday morning, I thought, hey, I'm just not going to shave. I took all my stuff, but I decided not to. I'm loading the brush, by the way, out of my bowl. So we went to the game, and if you're a Tennessee fan, it was a great game. If you're a Kentucky fan, it wasn't. And like I said, my daughter is a big UT fan. But they have this pitcher, Tennessee does, that's just unbelievable. She throws the ball, the softball now, fast pitch softball. She throws the ball anywhere. Usually it's in the mid to high 70s, which is really, really fast for softball. In fact, she holds the NCAA record. Her fastest pitch that they've recorded is 79.4 miles per hour, which is equivalent to about 14 miles an hour compared to baseball because of the distance. The softball pitching mound is only, I think it's 45 feet or something like that, opposed to 60 feet, 6 inches in baseball. So that girl can flat sling a softball. And it showed yesterday. She threw a no-hitter against Kentucky. In Tennessee, Kentucky wasn't so fortunate. Tennessee had 4 home runs and wound up winning the game 5-0. But it was fun. Even if you are a Kentucky fan, it was fun. So I didn't shave, and I'm shaving today with 2 days growth. Like I said, you may never see that again because I shave every day. But this will help even further test out this Aylsworth razor. Also today is going to be our first giveaway. Now we're not giving it away today, but we're taking names for the giveaway. Now I've tried to decide how am I going to do this. So here's what I'm going to do, I think. Like today, I'm going to show you these brushes here in a second. That's a nice brush. Very nice. Manchurian Silvertip. Now those are on his site, on Frank Shaving's site for $89.99, I believe it is. But with the 20% off, you can get the Manchurian Silvertip, beautiful brush, for around $71. And free shipping. Can't beat that. But before we get started, let's show these. These are the giveaway brushes. It's got Frank Shaving's logo on one side, and it's got Randy Shaves on the next. If you win, you get a set of these. I'm going to send everybody both brushes. We'll talk about later how to go about that. But right now, let's get started and see how this Aylsworth razor with a Gillette Platinum blade does with this 2 days growth. Just mowing it right down. Now this razor is, I think the standard for an aluminum razor this day and time is a Henson. This is pretty similar. It doesn't have quite the sharpness of the angle, but you can see it has very little blade gap and very little exposure. So they're very similar. Now this one has more blade feel than the Henson, but it's not uncomfortable at all. In fact, it's very, very comfortable. It gives good feedback. It's just a nice little razor. Now these come in different colors, I think. This is the silver, or whatever you call the regular color here, with a red base plate. They have them, I think, with a green base plate. And they may have other colors, I'm not sure. But I bought this one, I can't remember if I got it from Maggard's or from Razor Company, but I bought it from one of them. I saw it online and I thought, man, that looks interesting. And I am really glad I bought this. Really been enjoying it. I bought the Razor Rock Recurve 100, and I love it. Now it has no blade feel. This razor right here, this is it. This is the Razor Rock Recurve RC100. It's got a 1 millimeter blade gap, but it has no positive blade exposure, and you feel no feedback. You feel no blade feel. It's kind of like there's not a blade in it. In fact, it's not quite enough, so I have ordered the um, Razor Rock RC 100 Plus plate, which has a little positive blade exposure, and it will be here, I think, Tuesday. So next week, that's probably what I'll be using. But you know, this razor here is plenty aggressive, plenty aggressive. I think a lot of times we get hung up on aggressiveness of razors. And aggressiveness, in my opinion, is not what's important. Efficiency is. And this little, basically weighs nothing razor is efficient. Does really, really nice. Gets up under the nose extremely well. As does the recurve. It does too. And as, you know, I don't consider myself to be OCD, but if I am, getting under the nose with a razor is where I am OCD like that. I can't stand to have those little whiskers left, and man, I have nothing left there. Okay, time for pass two. With this beautiful little razor, brush. May see no, you can't see my dog pen. I was gonna say you may see my dog's pen in the background. I gotta go let him out when I get through here. He's a big old, he's half lab, half German police dog. He's just a big fat baby. Okay. Pass number two. Pass number one removed a lot of whiskers. I go against the grain on the sideburns and I go across the grain on the rest of my face. And I usually go a little bit in both directions. Now let's talk about this giveaway. Okay, all you have to do to enter, and we're starting today, is to comment on this video. And you don't have to say anything particular, just a comment. Nice shave, terrible shave. You look good, you're ugly, I don't care. Whatever. Nothing hateful or vulgar, you know. Let's be reasonable here, but like I said, if you You can even say, glad Tennessee beat Kentucky. I won't hold that against you. I don't really follow softball that much. Like I said, my daughter played in college. And man, I'm telling you, that experience was something, because they played a 75 game schedule, and every game was a double header. So they played right at 150 games. It's almost a major league schedule. And I think I missed 2 of those games. My wife only missed 1 because I had to work during that one. But we sat through a lot of softball games. But I don't regret it. Wouldn't take anything for it. But my daughter, she's got a special, a favorite, let me put it that way, player on the Tennessee team. And when the game was over, they got together and got their picture made together. She's their third baseman, and I can't remember her name. The pitcher that's so great, I mean, she's won all kinds of awards. And she's going to be playing professional softball. There is such thing now. And her last name is Pickens. I can't think of her first name. But she is amazing. She's 6'1", which is pretty tall for a senior in college. And man, she can flat sling that ball with them long arms. Or that long arm. They have a really good team. And I enjoyed watching the game. That's the first Division I SEC game that I've been to. Southeastern Conference game. I believe that's going to do us. I believe that's going to do us. And I'm going to tell you in just a second how it came out. But let me clean up and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've cleaned up. I put the alum on. I've washed the alum off. Man, that was a fantastic shave. It's BBS. Right there is BBS. That's BBS. It's amazing. My ears got lather in it. Okay, here goes the aftershave with tropical fruit, hops, and musk. Very good. Very nice, refreshing scent. Not a strong scent. Not an obnoxious scent. Just a... You can definitely smell the tropical fruit. I smell a little bit of pineapple, maybe some orange and some lemon. It's nice. They call it a recovery splash. And this is the first, okay, I found 3 Zingari Man scents online on the BST site, and I was contacting the guy about a razor, and I decided against the razor. So he said, would you be interested in some soaps? And he had these 3 sets, and just practically unused. I think one of them was totally unused. And he told me what they were, and I got them. And man, am I ever glad I did. Got a good deal on them too. So now back to the giveaway. Now here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to, if you make any kind of comment in this video, you're going to be eligible for 2 of these brushes. Now this one is the best badger. This one is the mixed badger, and they both do a great job. They're a perfect size for travel. They're 18 millimeters. They've got Frank Shaving on that side. They got Randy Shaves on this side. Now, you make any kind of comment at all on this video and you'll be entered into the contest. Now, here's the kicker. I've got to ship these, and I've got a bunch of these. We're going to be doing these giveaways for a while, and Ming has told me that after these run out, he's going to be sending me a different kind of brush to give away. So we're going to be having giveaways on a regular basis. That means I can't ship all these free of charge. So if you will, and I'm not demanding that you do this, but if you are willing to, I'd like for you to send me $5 for the shipping of these 2 brushes, just to go towards the shipping. It'll be more than that, but that's fine. $5 to my PayPal account, and my PayPal account is rwright, that's just RWRIGHT, all lowercase, at brtc.net. That's Bravo Romeo Tango Charlie.net. And I'll gladly send these out to you. And so here's the way we're going to do this. I think I've been trying to think of a good way to do it, but today you'll make the comment and you'll get put in on the wheel to spin to be eligible for these. Then next week on the shave, we'll give them away. And at the same time, we will start the next giveaway. And then the following week from that, we'll do the spin. So it's going to be enter one week, spin for a winner the next, enter the next week, spin for the next, so on, so on, so on. I think that's the way I'm going to do it, and I think that'll work out good. So, nice little brushes. Be sure you enter for those. If you want a really nice Silvertip Manchurian Badger, go to Frank Shaving up in the top left-hand corner, and I'll put a link for this, but up in the top left-hand corner, click on Menu. On the left-hand side, you'll see Randy's Recommendations. Click on that, and you'll find these brushes. $89.99. And if you type in Randy Shaves on the coupon code box, you'll get 20% off of that. Now, guys, let me tell you, for a Manchurian Silvertip, that is a bargain. $71, I believe it is, in free shipping. So be sure and do that if you want one. They're nice, nice, nice little brushes. He sent me the blue one, and they come in 5 colors. I see they've got the blue, they've got like a black and clear, he's got kind of an orange, and I think a red. I can't remember them all, but you can go look at them. You'll see what he's got. So that's going to do it for today. And I hope you enjoyed that. Man, I sure did. It feels good to get that 2 days growth off of me. I'm used to shaving every day, and I actually wanted to try this little razor out for 2 days growth, and man, did it ever do the job. I love this thing. It's the Aylsworth, and I don't know the number. Just type in Aylsworth aluminum and you'll find them. But they're really nice little razors. That's what we use for the razor. The Zingari Man, the Brewer, is what we use for the soap. And Zingari Man, the Brewer, is what we used for the aftershave. And it came out wonderful. So thanks for joining me. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. And because I don't, like I've told you before, I don't monetize on any of this. I don't get anything at all for any of this, and I don't want anything. I don't even know how to monetize, but just give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. I do like to get subscribers because I want to know there are people that are actually watching these. If there's not people watching, there's no sense in me taking the time to do them. So, but be sure now and comment on this particular shave, and you'll be entered into the giveaway for these two nice little travel brushes. And like I said, you'll get one of each. So don't miss out on that. And I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.